So I can now put the working check mark on a bunch of things. Working on my changes to the grenades and stuff, though, before I forget, I will bring down the flashes a little bit. A little bit, because that was a little bit much. So radius, try 9. So I think with the weirdness about obstacles blocking it, that'll feel about right with scatter. Okay. So now that we've done that, we get to move on. Excitement. Oh, I didn't check smokes. Big dummy beagle. Big dummy beagle. Well, that smoke would have covered almost... Maybe go to 7 then. Maybe go to 7. Or just don't add scatter to smoke. Maybe because smokes are going to be so extremely finicky as well because of the loss thing, maybe we just don't add scatter to smokes. It's just not necessary. It's not really necessary. It's probably fine to just not do it. I like the idea for consistency, but I feel like it's just going to be maddening when you throw a smoke and it's like a little trash can, a little like Coca-Cola can on the floor, like makes it so that none of your squad gets the smoke benefit. Maybe we just don't. Tetris says, doesn't look like base game has any RNG in the environmental damage. That's whack. That's really whack. Which sucks, because I wanted the balanced cover destruction grenades to be, you know, like, you can't just destroy their cover in one go, but if you, like, throw more HEs at them, you can really commit to taking out their cover. Kind of like how it works in Long War 1, or at least how it feels like it works. And I guess it doesn't. So that's a shame. I just really shouldn't even have HE grenades then. Because the other thing about AP grenades of them not being able to hit you through cover also doesn't work. Tetris says that Long War 2 gets it by setting base frag damage to 9. You mean E damage? Radius 2, 7. We'll try that. Yes, okay. The important thresholds are 10, 15, 20, 9, 9, 9. Okay, yeah, so it's just kind of like going to the casino to the dice roll. Nice, Jeff. Galcor got your ass. Yeah, it has the RNG. Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't think that's a thing otherwise in vanilla, to have, like, E damage fall off. So basically, don't fucking bother with frag grenades right now, I think, is what I'm hearing, which sucks. How irritating. The combat engineer room is full off. Oh. Because I don't want to make it a thing that you can just, like, blow up cover in one grenade all the time reliably. That sounds lame. That's not the OvA way. We don't do collateral damage here. Use a rocket for that. Alright, next. I can do something completely different and do the leader mod, or I can stick with the theme of the day and tweak rockets and add UBGLs. That sounds like the most fun thing to do, I think. Like, it will take a while. But it fits with the theme of the day, and, like, rather than leaving one set of features, like, half complete, it makes one set of features, like, full complete before I move on to the leadership stuff. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll add grenade scatter and UBGLs. Okay. And I gotta figure out a console command to add the attachment for UBGL so I can test them. But, I mean, at least I got some wins here. So yeah, that just... My list now looks like tweak rockets, grenade scatter, and AGLs, UBGLs. There's stuff left to do, that is. Leader mod. Fire support strikes resistance chads, mortar. Turn any medkit. That's a small one I'd like to figure out how to do actually before it gets forgotten. Yeah, it is bounty, it is. It is really unfortunate. But at least now that I understand it, I won't have to waste my time on misunderstandings of it. Medikit should be turn ending. How can we do that without installing a mod that's going to fuck everything up? And then at the same time, that kind of goes hand in hand with the trauma kit thing. So maybe I should do that later. Like, the medkit turn anything seems like it shouldn't take me too long to figure out how to set that up somehow. But, yeah, it super is Deadster, yeah. But the trauma kit thing is going to take me a while. So yeah, out of everything I'm looking at here, maybe we do the grenade scatter and UBGL stuff now. Or I actually can in between do the Shiv slot special weapon thing. Yeah, that's like kind of related to what I'm doing. Let's do that. I want to see if we can add that because I can test them at the same time. So we're going to go to Shivs. My version of version control right now is I'm going to keep all of these files open in Notepad that I've touched, and then I'm going to open Notepad++ at the start of my day, and if if any of these mods auto update and Steam tries to do that to me, Notepad will be like, "Do you want to load a new version?" I'll be like, "I'll have a heart attack," and be like, "Oh god, fuck no, 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 no," and then I'll have to like copy paste the config. Yes, that is the worst version control you've ever heard of, but it also has 0 setup time for me right now, which is great. Well, I'm not setting up like an XCOM 2 Git right now. Alpha use shivs? Yes, this is what we want. I'm also curious while I'm here, can I set the number of like starting shivs in my roster in this mod? Add on Gatecrasher. Adds the Proxian. Grey Knight squad unit. You can set what type it is. Shiv class or Shiv class. No, it doesn't. Oh, nice. It's nice that it works with every Shiv mod, but it doesn't allow me to set how many are in the barracks at the start. So it says this 40-year-old streamer still does version control the old-fashioned way. I don't use GitHub. I don't do version control. I keep all of my changes scrolled in a notepad filer in my head, and if I lose track of any of them, I die. Benny says, you know AML has a tab that shows the config file so that you need to navigate into the folder? I did not know that. I bet it's like really clearly signposted too. Ooh, maybe it isn't. Nope, there it is. Shit. It's right there. Wow. Thanks, Benny. That's good to know. I just learned something. I still don't know if I'll use it, because it looks like less nice to go through than a notepad, but that is cool. Does that mean there's like a button to export all my configs for a mod easily? That would be useful. Oh look, dependencies and changelogs. Secret into the file on disk and the backup file. Yeah, I can do a backup. Oh shit. So really, even though it's not great version control still, I should go through every file I've done and just click save and kind of semi-conveniently just go back them up somewhere. Neat. Okay, anyway, cool to know. Thank you, thank you. Now, I was checking... Yeah, so we can't add... We can change the loadout, thank goodness, for Gatecrasher Shiv, but we can't change how many are in the roster. Maybe I can find another way to do that. It'll probably be difficult. Okay, so then instead we're going to go to the upper one. And now we're looking at this. I was here because I was going to try to... What is this? Ability weapon category. Suppression. Oh, this is the weapon. This is adding... Adds Shredder to it. Of course it does. Suppression to the gun. Okay. So it says no? No, it isn't? I thought this is adding ability specifically to its cannon. Am I wrong? Doesn't it add it to the gun? What does this do then? Because I didn't even see suppression on when I had the sniper rifle. I don't think it was adding all this shit. I'm pretty sure... I would thought this is just going, if you have the cannon equipped, you get this shit. What this does, it means that if you add suppression to the shift through some other method, it'll map to the main gun. Ah. Okay, I'm practically probably gonna have to change that if I want to have the auto rifle on secondary. But I guess it's more like primary will actually be the secondary open to me, and then secondary slot will be the launcher slot for me. I don't know, it depends how Iridar set all this up. This is all gonna get really weird and annoying. XCOM AI. Don't need to fuck with that. Class data is, I think, what I want to change what weapons it can take. Just checking out what else we can do here. You've got your health bonuses, mobility bonuses, and your armor. You've got your default loadouts. You got how much they cost. I don't see how long they take to build, so maybe it's instant. But I think you need a Proving Grounds. Isn't everything in the Proving Grounds got a timer on it? I feel. Ability unlocks ammo pockets. You got Shiv perks. Probably in strategy tuning. Ah, yes. You are probably right. Trading post. Oh, goodness. This adds lots of stuff to fuck with. I don't want to think about all that just yet. This is the default template. Wait, so this is the armor increase that you're getting. So I guess when you upgrade XCOM to plated and powered armor, you get this bonus to all shivs. Interesting. And then this is their stats, so we can tweak those. Disallowed, you can't use Synox X Machina to give them psychic powers. Don't worry about infiltration, we don't worry about it. This is just their Shiv gun. What is this? Shiv M1. XLMG, what the hell? Ooh, don't know what I'm looking at here. I feel like this was already covered somewhere else for weapon damage, maybe not. Is this their cannon? Blazing pinions, what the fuck? This thing comes with its own artillery, this is crazy. Sector lightning field damage, stat stuff. Damage multiplier for the flush effect. Wackety, wackety, wackety. I don't know, that's weird. I'd have to actually like figure out what's going on there. I'd have to know what I'm looking for to parse that easier anyway. For instance, I know what I'm looking for here. I want to change the... Get rid of that. The allowed weapons. So right now allowed weapons for primary weapon are cannon, shiv, shotgun, rifle, sniper rifle. So I need to change this to whatever spark stuff is. And then what is... Does this mean anything to me? I don't think so. Only if I want to take away all the crazy amount of shit they get for free. Spark rifle and spark bread. Thank you, Teds. Let's add that. I guess I want it into the secondary weapon slot if that doesn't, if that like works. We'll see. Spark bit. I don't know if this will work with spark rifle. Because yeah, I know what you mean. Like I don't know if it'll actually work, Ted, but I want it to go into that inventory slot. I just don't know if like me wanting it and saying it here will make it work, you know. Because I want the primary to remain these little guns. Because paradoxically, in my head, the way it's actually working is the primary is the secondary gun. And the secondary is going to be like the actual main thing you're bringing it for. We can try it out. Can have bonds. Oh, false? Come on, have a bit of fun. Let someone bond with the Shiv. Come on. I just realized I'm not commenting this, and I probably should. True. Counter edit slots, inventory slot, secondary weapon. What? But I feel like I was editing that slot. That's the slot that the Tesla coil thing was going into, and I switched it from grapple to Tesla, so is this actually doing that? That line just doesn't work. It feels like it doesn't work, yeah. I feel like I was doing it. It feels like it's very intended for it to work too, so it makes you think it does something else. Everything else is fine. Hey, in the XCOM 2 mechanisms too, the Shiv doesn't have to be an XP soak because it can just kind of build up ability points for the whole team too, I just realized. This line doesn't work, but removing it breaks the game. Yeah, classic. Speaking of which, let's get rid of like all this crazy amount of extra abilities. The flush is funny, but we do not need it. We do not need the slapstick of it. We don't need to keep the Bladestorm turret, because if you want that, you put a shotgun on it. Shiv Bulldoze, I do need to keep until I replace it with something better. So I'm just gonna do something. I'm just gonna comment up here. And then let's just, yeah, take away pretty much all of the stuff, quite frankly. Take away that, take away the Bladestorm. Shift Bulldoze can stay, but like I think that's it. Okay. Oops, don't take that away. You can keep Bulldoze and that's it. Oh, while I'm here, I should change the traversal. You were looking at that before, Ted, so which file is that in to change the traversal so I can get rid of its always on jet boots? So what is this? All Shiv class. All Shiv class. All A115 Shiv class. A115 Shiv class 2. This must be the alloy. That was a config? Oh, okay. Fuck. Fuck. I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to ignore it. That's what you should do with your problems. You should just ignore them. Yeah, and that's why the alloy ship can take it, because it's got spark rifle. Okay, that makes sense. What is this? This is your shame shit. Okay, cool. Save that. And test it. I was also going to test other stuff, wasn't I? Yeah, while we're at it, before I load up again, let's also change the rockets. I guess I should add scatter too. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Turn on Iridar's scatter mod. Oh, here we go. What is this grenade scatter thing I've got with it? This mod contains the configuration for Iridar's scatter mod necessary to add scatter to grenades. Right now it's configured as such. Both throwing and launching grenades are subjected to scatter. Launching is more accurate than throwing. Both XCOM and Advent grenades are affected. In fact, all grenades that use throw or launch won't be affected. Don't worry, it also messes with your grenade settings. Ah! That also might be where I was changing my grenade settings. At 10 tiles, the hit chance will be equal to soldier's aim. This is the maximum throw distance if you're not using grenade rebalance. That's what I chose too. Did Iridar base this off my config? I can't remember. I might have given it to him. No, it's just your max throw range. Right. Launching and throwing is... I remember I needed my own config for this. Yeah. Now, I also, like, asked him a lot for that, too, I think, Tedster, too. I can't remember what hit versus miss actually does. I'm pretty sure the way it was, and it's a little nebulous, and it's also my fault, because I think it's what I wanted. But basically, there's a mode, at the very least, which is, like... It's basically based off my experience playing Blood Bowl, where you're never pinpoint accurate. Like, you're never guaranteed pinpoint accuracy whether you hit or miss, but there's still a hit or miss roll. And it does sound, like, annoyingly obtuse and finicky, but vibes-wise, I think it worked out better, because otherwise it was, like, to have any meaningful amount of scatter, any throw you did was just, you know, maybe you'll land right on the tile, maybe you'll land 10 tiles away, and it kind of just, like, scales. So it kind of just, like, scales with, like, how wide your scatter could be. Which I didn't think was great. And so what I advised him to do, or begged him to do, and what I wanted, and what I like about the mod, is it's like Blood Bowl, where when you want to make a very far pass in Blood Bowl, you want to throw the ball, you see if you succeed on the pass, or like you fumble the pass, or like, sorry, if the pass is accurate or inaccurate first. And then even if the pass is accurate, it can still scatter, but it's much smaller. So if you make an accurate pass, you might be within 1 tile radius of the tile you clicked on, or you might land right on the tile. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyway. That's how it works here anyway. Whereas if you're inaccurate, you could be fucking within like 6 or 7 random tiles, right? That's how it works here, I'm pretty sure, in memory. So if you roll your hit chance, let's say your 75% chance to hit your grenade, then you won't be dead on accurate, but you'll be whatever is configured for the accurate scatter. And if you make an inaccurate throw, you know, that shit could go to the fucking moon. Tetris says, and of course, you never know whether the pixel hunting actually will affect just the scatter. Yeah, well. Both XCOM are going to be affected. Launching and throwing slightly more accurate if you move this turn. Best case scenario, the grenade still potentially land a full tile away. That's highly unlikely. In case of a miss, grenade can land up to 3 tiles away. Advanced grenade also gains aim and minus miss scatter. Aim minus miss scatter. Frost bombs, proximity mines, ghost grenades, and pipe bombs are excluded. Smoke grenade are not affected. Now for claymores. For now, the scatter config is the same for all grenades. And there you go. Weapon skin replacer is required to grant scatter reducing abilities to advanced beam grenade launchers. Already have it. Scatter mod required. Grenade balance is highly recommended. I can't remember why, because I'm pretty sure I just used my own one. So I don't think I used his. But let me double check it. 2020, baby. Yeah, because he did the thing that I'm already doing in my own way, where he changes the radiuses. Hopefully by not installing this, I won't have to then change this again in the grenade scatter mod we were just looking at before. It looks like this is the one that would overwrite my shit, not that one. Hopefully. So all we should need to do is just have that on, and the config will be wrong right now, but I'll change it. Later, not right now. So that's going to be on, and the config I do actually want to change right now is the rockets. I want to have an HEDP rocket, I think. So we're going to go into Rocket Launchers 2.0. Oh, I must have a... fuck, I must have an OvA core for this.
We've got a
Quail, what's up?
Commander.
Hello. I don't think I really know you, Quail Composite. Hello, what were you playing? Why are you here? Why are you raiding me? Thanks so much for coming. Are you playing XCOM or just something else? The bird is raiding you? Thank you. Cool. Thank you, Quail Composite. I just realized I've left my music off this whole time. We're being kind of probably boring to you, unfortunately. We're just doing development of our XCOM 2 mod pack. And we've probably got like another hour in us of this, but thank you for coming. Modded Darkest Dungeon. Sick. Number 1 or number 2? I've never played 2, only 1. We're just adding and rebalancing rocket launchers and grenade scatter for XCOM 2. Workshop XCOM weapons. You would think it's in here. Yeah, there it is. Says Darkest Dungeons. I figured it was similar XCOM related, but my stuff is always good. Salute. Thank you very much. Salute back. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're doing 1, what kind of mods? Not that I know, I guess. Last time I played Modded Darkest Dungeon was 2018, I think. It was so long ago. Actually, longer. I think it was like 2014. It's been a very long time. Was the game even out then? I think so. Tetris says, I just double checked. The explosive fall-off second wave option doesn't affect environmental damage. Yeah, there you go. XCOM rockets. First of all, some schematics. I think I can do a rebal here. Fung says, I have like 500 plus mods for XCOM 2. I have no regrets. Yeah, we probably got like 300 here, I think. I can actually check. 213 on right now. And I brought some down. I'm thinking a few things here that I'm kind of looking for. One is rebalancing the rocket launcher so that we have a standard blows everyone up fragmentation rocket that doesn't hurt cover. So we kind of like Long War 1 rockets and kind of like the grenade launcher from XCOM 2 Vanilla, but with more drawbacks. But if I do that, I want to also be able to bring the kind of like, quote, armor-piercing rocket. And what I'm thinking for that is I totally just change up how that's done, because I think the current way is kind of unsatisfying, where you use that to, like, you place the tile on them. It's kind of annoying. And I could instead just go straight to using the Sabo rockets from Tier 2. Yeah, exactly, Bungling. Because the way those work instead, they are a direct attack that has a chance to hit or miss. And so you're just basically turning the rocket launcher into a very big gun. And I think you can make it ignore cover bonuses too. Tetris says, I think with Iridar rockets, you just have to stand on a shredder at tier 1, so yeah. Yeah, Iridar does incredibly nice configs, so I reckon there's probably the opportunity for me to change what's available like that from the start. But if not, I could probably, like, you know, use the shredder, because I don't use most of the rockets in OvA that he gives you access to. There's so many. I know you can give a big aim bonus, yeah. And you can give it an aim bonus versus bigger units as well, which is how I had it balanced, I think. I may not have everything in here. Because this is my config file for the config file, so I might have to go to his original ones to actually, like, find all the stuff I want to change. Good idea, cool then. Everybody drink. Have I not drunk water at all today? Oh my god, don't tell my wife. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna quickly go to the bathroom and, grab my water bottle. I don't think I drank water all day today. I'm so bad. Drink water, everyone. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Drink your water, everyone. Ah. Don't think that's what I'm looking for. Let's look at the other configs. Rocket launchers, it's themselves. I've changed the accuracy. Oh, because this is going to replace the existing scatter mechanic from them, I guess. But then, does Iridar's disposables work with this? I think he made new disposables. See, what I'd like, if I'm going to swap the, like, AT rocket roll into being the Saber, which is just like a gunshot, I would want it to be consistent, because the annoying thing is right now, I don't think the disposable rocket launchers that I have from him could be configured to use that ability by me just fucking around in the configs. Because that's what you'd want. Otherwise it'd be weird. It's like then you have like an anti-tank round in your rocket launcher that you use to target enemies directly, but then you have like an AT disposable version of that that is a completely different system. Like, it's weird. The inconsistency would annoy me. I think he made a new version of disposables. It's a long shot, but I wonder if that allows what I want. Like, some kind of way to be like, use Saber or something. Disposable. You're just giving the smallest mod D. I know. Because I haven't upgraded to the new disposable rocket launchers mod because I was worried about, like, changing my balance of OVA. But, like, at this point, that's already what I'm doing. Look, it's me. I'm on the cover next to Iridar. So, I'm the thumbnail too, look at me. So, it's probably time for me to update. Because I wonder what other new features this adds. The Saber rocket ability already knows cover. Yeah. Adds 3 tiers of single shot DRLs. They are a heavier alternative to standard explosive grenades. They deal a lot more damage and can be used at longer range, but take 2 actions to fire. Yes. Any soldier can carry in 2 slots. I'm probably going to make that 1 now that I have double grenades. No config option at all, assuming it uses Eerie Fire Saber. Yeah. I presume so. So it's unfortunate, it'll just kind of annoy me, but I might have to live with it. When you're not a modder, you just have to live with things. Grenadiers can equip a DRL into the secondary weapon slots. I don't use Grenadiers. Give them every weapon slots. Can also give them scatter. Oh, they'll definitely get scatter, yeah. I just wanted to like make them consistent with like whatever AT rocket I was gonna give the rocket launcher. But I don't think I'll be able to, unfortunately. Improved rocket targeting. Makes rocket targeting more reasonable. It is kind of annoying. I would click that in a second. Scatter mod. DLR mod has come into that conflict with scatter mod. Cool. I'll have to do that myself as well. Stoop says we should just call up Iridar and send him a $10,000 to do it all for us. If I had $10,000, I would have very different problems. Oh, you did tensor? Cool. Open class weapon restrictions. No, none of that. In config menu, you can make DRLs occupy one utility slot, carry utility slots alongside offensive grenades, enable step penalties for carrying one, allow or disallow. In configs, you can fine-tune stat penalties, restore scatter configs, and edit the stats. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it a Sabo DRL. Shame. I wonder why... I wonder what's better about this version. I should finally upgrade though if I'm going to do this. Not a today thing then, I've only got like an hour left. Let me just click this though. This will be good. Improves rocket launcher targeting. Oh, it's another mashing a banger from 2020. Improves rocket launcher targeting in conjunction with recent changes done by Highlander. Basically, if you've used spark launchers ever, it's off to use them. Yeah, because it's very restrictive on what counts as a blocker, yeah. It's just that before, the way normal rocket launcher targeting worked, it bugged out when a unit was in cover and let you target anywhere because it was only checking the line of blocking between where the unit was and the tile that was set out from the fire, instead of the tile they were aiming at. Yeah, I saw that. That's very good for him. Highlander fixes that bug, so the game probably checks blocking cover. Unfortunately, the way vanilla rocket launcher targeting works, pretty much everything is blocking cover. Yeah, and I think that's, like, kind of good, but also, like, yeah, it feels, like, really annoying in practice. This mod retains the fix by the Highlander for the broken rocket launcher targeting, but uses Iridar's rocket launcher targeting as a base to adjust the height the game uses. Yeah, that's what you need, yes. Adjust the height the game uses to check rocket launcher targeting. This means that it should generally be much easier to use rocket launchers over objects, but it will still obey restrictions like they've been walled away. Yeah, that's what we need, yeah. Tetris says, yeah, I messed with the height above shooter and target forever. That makes a lot of sense, because I feel like it'll still be a little finicky. But yeah, this is like what we want. Hey, what's up, Cushioning Purple? How are you? Cool. Okay, well, I guess we'll add this as well before we start fucking over rockets, because it is way too restrictive. It's super annoying without this. Did I say 2.13 mods? I meant 2.14. I'll have to restart when that's finished downloading. And yeah, I'll probably want to update the disposables, so we just won't worry about that too much right now. So stick to the normal rocket launchers and we'll balance the DRLs more later. Let's see if I can even switch to Sabo from the start for these ones. A few duplicates conflicts. Yes, I noticed that. I'd mainly ignore them. We probably should look at those. Yeah, you know, we probably should, but what if we didn't? It's, I don't know. I don't know, there's stuff. The game hasn't stopped working yet. I don't know. Yeah, just don't look at it, don't look at it. So, here's our rockets. We can set if it requires arming, we can set typical action cost. Can we set if it's like Sabo mode, or does it just have to be the Sabo rocket? You've mainly fixed the PFC UI, fix MCO. You're saying a lot of acronyms, I only know one of them. I don't know what UI is. Require arming, typical action cost 1, tier -3, hell yeah. Storing item, true, infinite item, true, yes, yes. People assume it. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, I've got something going wrong with that. There's this bullshit. Right now they have a very small radius, but... So I just don't know how this works with scatter. Like, is this its own thing? How do I make this work with scatter mod? Because the scatter mod's UI is nicer. That's why you need to fix that. Yeah, I know. Got too much to do today. But yeah, I'm not seeing any way to Sabo. But then also I gotta remember, this is not like the full thing, is it? But I might have just copied the whole config in to here, it looks like. Like if nukes are in here, I definitely did. Like I don't use shredders and they're in here. Yeah, crit rocket false, so I guess I just copied everything in. That makes my job easier here. I don't have to go back to the original one then. Don't have to go back to the source. I do use Sabos, I'm pretty sure. I use the Javelin lock-ons, I used Sabos. Or did Sabos turn into Javelins? I don't remember. Shit crazy. The one Karuka did is adding more stuff. What? Karuka's what? Oh, you're gonna have the big unit stuff here? I should do, because I balanced it for OvA. Okay, these are just like the regular rockets, which are what we'll turn back into Karuka's config. Okay, I don't know about Karuka's config. Don't use shredders yet. Here's Sabo. Firing on single target, ignores cover and armor massive damage. It does E damage too, right? Like, I can set a radius on it, I think, still. Makes you bleed too. Where would I set radius and E damage? There's E damage. Where do I set radius? Here. Okay, yeah, cool. So, you can't free aim it, but still, if you hit someone... Radius 1, is that no AoE or is that one tile of AoE? That'd be no AoE. I need to set it to 3, I think, to have on either side of them. So then if I hit them with it, all the cover around them will explode if I want that. Not sure if I do, but it is an option. Pierce distance tiles. Does that mean you can shoot it through, like... Does that mean it'll go 3 tiles behind what you hit, or it'll go through 3 tiles of... I don't know what that means. 3 tiles of cover? Range that you need to be for Pierce? I don't know what that is. Why did it say range 999? Oh, was I trying to make it squad side or something? Only I could remember what my fucking plans were. There's the big thing, yeah. These bonuses scale of target size. Big targets are easier to hit but harder to crit. Yeah, so as you get bigger, you get plus aim against them. I feel like I made it easier to crit them. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's subtracted. Tetris is probably because it uses the fixed targeting. I don't know what you mean. Ironically, this damage seems worse than I was at the DRLs too. I don't know what I was cooking in my head. I guess I didn't mean this is the AT shot. I guess it just meant this is like... Fuck, who knows? I'm just gonna do it different this time around. Hey Banzer, how are you? Okay, so there's that there. There's improved Sabos. Do the thing here to set it to be, yeah, story not admit false. So we set that to true, set that to true. Have as many as we want. Another bigger rush. I read access mod view from mobile as maid view, says Banzer. I don't have a maid costume, otherwise I would swap into it right now for you. To let you access maid view. Very good call. I can also just, like, not go fixing what isn't that broken and just stick with the small radius, high damage shit I've got going now. Then it would be consistent with DRL still. And then maybe with the better rocket targeting, it won't really be a problem. Whole thing was different from the plasma ejector, right? Don't use stochastic ground core, Jeff. Yeah, and this is the cool lock-on one. This one is so awesome. I forget, does this one also have to, like, target the enemy? Or do you free aim it, but then if they're laser targeted, then you can lock on? I can't remember. It's such a cool mod. There's so many options. Robotic enemies when soldiers' vision can be attacked by lock-on rockets, but I'm going to hollow them. Yeah, because it's like magnetic. It always is targeted area C. Interesting. So that's also kind of what I'm looking for. Napalm rockets. Didn't use these because I'm not fun. Hellfire. Thermobaric. Goodness me. So much shit. Phosphorus. Sarin gas rocket. Flechette. Metal storm. Plasma ejector. You thought the small had a lot of different ammo types. Acid rocket, tactical nuke. It was like a black hole rocket, I think. Or maybe I'm imagining that one. Okay, so I guess what I would do... I want to do the Sabo thing. I would just add the Sabos as... I just add the Sabos as that, but... What if I don't want to do that? What if I just want to have, like, an HE rocket and I keep the current rocket the way it is? What rocket would I turn into the HE rocket? Or would I turn this back into an HE rocket and use a new one as the mini one? I need a different kind of rocket, you know? We've got Standard, Plasma, and Elerium for the 3 tiers. And then there's Shredder, Shredder T3, but there's no Shredder T1. Yeah, no, I know they are, Ted. I balance them currently to, like, be very small radius, very high damage. And what I want to do is I want to retain that as the anti-armor quotes rockets, but introduce a new rocket type that is basically like a big grenade that has less damage, but a wider radius and doesn't really destroy cover. Shredder is T1 and T3. It's weird that there isn't a T2. Oh yeah, Tier 1 Classic Shredder Rocket, Tier 3 Improved. But there's no Tier 2 Shredder Rocket? That's odd. It doesn't look like I can take away the Shredder effect from this. So I'd have to be okay. I would have to be okay with my HE rockets also applying Shred. Which does line up with Long War 1 Shredders where I'm used to because I give them no environmental damage. The AP grenades, yeah, but do they actually follow the thing where cover protects you from them? Because the AP grenade doesn't work, so I don't know if this actually would. The damage, no shred, negative armor pierce, yeah. Probably not. Ted says, I think what I did is I converted the Flechette and Metal Storm rockets into the equivalent of AP grenades. Right. Okay. What's the visuals for those look like? Do they still look like an explosive, or is it like you're firing just like shrapnel out of the cannon like it's a blunderbuss? Because I also gotta pick on like cool factor on vibes of what looks the coolest. It's an explosive still? Okay. Maybe I should try doing what you're saying then, yeah, and turn Flechette into my anti-personnel rocket. And then Metal Storm can be the upgraded version. And I wouldn't be applying a Shredder debuff. When the blunderbuss effect is a canister shot. Yeah, no, I want to avoid it here. That is good to know. I just want to have like a rocket that you shoot like an RPG and it blows up. That visually, I mean, that's what I'm aiming for. But I'm not opposed to, like, if it looks wicked enough, for it to be, like, a super cool, like, shrapnel effect. And I imagine that's what he did for the Flechettes. So we'll probably try out Flechette. Because otherwise I never use these rocket types anyway. And then Sabo, we're kind of gonna leave that on the chopping block. Or not chopping block. We're gonna leave that to the side for reworking until we see if the reworked rocket targeting fixes my other issue with wanting to change that anyway. I do think it's like less fiddly and thus cooler to just have the hit-miss chance of the Sabo, but we'll see. This way it stays consistent with DRLs. Okay, I don't know why I'm scrolling like a caveman. Flechette. So we're gonna let you always start with these, so I can test it and see if it works for this. Infinite starting. Intech. Does this matter? Is this for like breakthroughs that increase damage or something? Like if I want to have this start from the start, I guess I should make it conventional. But I don't really know why, you know? Don't know what it actually counts for. We'll just be wise and just do it anyway. Again, don't know if tier needs to be changed either. I mean, yeah, definitely, bro. Of course you need to arm him. Don't be silly. Typical action costs. What have I got set for the others? Typical sounds vague. It's okay, 1 is fine. I have ability penalty quite high. Just go ahead and take what the standard rocket is so I can compare to it, I think. That'll be quicker than like going back and forth, you know. Okay, so just remember we're gonna like get rid of this, okay? Wow. We'll kill that after. Damage modifier. Oh shit, hang on, it's got special abilities. I should have read what it does before I decided I was gonna test this one. Damage modifier, target cannot take cover. Damage modifier, no cover. Oh, so you can change like a deterministic DR based on what kind of cover the target is. I assume to where the rocket hits. Hopefully... I like this and I want to roll with this. Assuming if you get the rocket to land past their cover, this doesn't apply. That's would actually be perfect. Because then, even if it scatters in a way, you're still getting some damage, but you're not getting as much. I believe it should be from rocket location. Okay, that's dope. This is actually the perfect one to pick for this then. I wish the grenades worked like this. Iridar, make a grenade mod. Iridar's right in his novel, but anyway. Perfect. Actually, this is, yeah, good suggestion, Tetzer. So right now, you take nothing in full and half in mid. Let's change that up to be... Yeah, I'm about to do the exact same thing, Ted. Yeah, we're thinking the same thing. That's cool, though. That's really cool. Whoops. That's really cool. What a cool fucking mod. What a playpen of things to fuck with. So that's... You're gonna get a quarter DR if you're in half cover from the blast. And you're gonna get half DR if you're in full cover of the blast. That seems pretty fair. It's actually a really interesting way to balance this. I dig it. Okay, damage-wise, yeah, that's also like looking similar to what I would have picked. I might go down a little bit more, I think. If that's at 14... Why don't we go down to like 8? Because it's not meant to be like a kill everything rocket. Oh, that's awesome, Tetzer. Awesome, thank you. It's meant to be like a big grenade. So I would go even lower, honestly. Because I don't want to just like wipe out the kitchen with non-stop... I guess we're calling them flechettes now. Non-stop like frag rockets. I will call them frag rockets because I'm Milsim poisoned. Like do 4 to 8 like a good old Longmore rocket. No need for a +1, my friend. Not currently. Pierce -2, so it's going to really struggle against armor. That also seems fine. So then if you try to like use it on like, there's a mech there with armor, and like, I don't know, like a shield bearer of armor, and you don't have armor, but then there's also like a bunch of troopers with no armor, then you're going to have a bad time because of that. I think with the damage already being lower, and the cover and everything, I think only -1 Pierce is going to be sufficient. Oh, but shit, I forgot I should be commenting Doi. You basically only get the 1 damage. With -2 pierce, you mean? 8. No, sorry, 6. 6 spread to... Yeah. So I think we're going down to -1. That's still going to be quite impactful. And we may decide these things need to be more damaging. But for now, I think that works for me. Doesn't need to apply Shred. This is not how I do Shred in OvA. I do Shred like you blow the armor off, not just... That's why HEs do it, but APs don't. Which I forgot is the reason to bring HEs. Is because they kill armor. Forgot that. We've done this. How much modifier target cannot take cover? Yeah. Can you see like a positive number and it like takes more? That'd be funny. Ice sound range, environment damage. 0, please. Well, basically nothing. I'll make it like 1. I'll make it like 4. Because we already saw that 4 E damage like does not even blow up wooden pallets. It just like, I think will visually make some shit like get scorched. So probably go with 4. Clip size 1, yes. Range 20. Yeah, like that's like deciding what we want compared to throw range. If throw range is 12, I mean at least double would make sense. Why don't we test? Because again, it's going to get inaccurate at range. Why don't we test 24? Well, what have I got standard rocket set to actually? That's the better question. 25. Hey, there you go. See? Past me and current me shaking hands. We agreed. 25. Radius is 3 for these ones. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we want much bigger than that. I think it needs to be at least an AP grenade, and I made those, what, 6? 5. Maybe make it 6 then. Or I could just keep it to 5. I think 6 will be fun, but it might be too good. But you are having a lot of drawbacks firing these compared to grenades, and you only get 1 of them, so I think let's try with 6 first. Ability penalty, make that tougher. Tetra says, this is now just the entire enemy team is going to Overwatch and need to clear it. Oh, I forgot that damage does that, you know, XCOM 2. Yeah, of course. So yeah, this will actually be it's the Shadow Step rocket. It's the Lightning Reflexes rocket. Definitely require arming. Typical action cost 1. Yes, yes. Okay. I think that's what I need for now. And we can see how it feels. It all comes down to how it feels. Tetra says also minus ability gets harsh fast. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I leave it on 1 this time around. But I do kind of get around it by just putting an SMG on the Rocketeer, so I think it's fine. It's just why I put an SMG on the Rocketeers. I think it's alright. Assuming you're using the default 12 mob, I think I am, yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm already built, and yeah, definitely can do. Just to use a lot more stuff. Yeah. No, it's a good thing to think about, though. Let's give it a term ability gets very painful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it does. But that is one of the things we pay for when we get to just fire this shit at people, I think. But if it gets really, like, if it feels really annoying, I might go down to, like, if 1.5 is valid, 1.5 might be what I do. Might feel a little bit less of a pain in my butt. Okay, so there we go. There's our flechette. Cool. I think I'm ready to go, like, test this for funsies. I'm not sure if decimals were... Yeah, I don't know. You're being baited into thinking so because they fucking bothered to make it a decimal. 2.0. But, you know, yeah. Who the fuck knows? Okay, cool. I'm excited to try the flechette. Let's try it, I guess. What else did I have to do? I forget what I set up, because I fixed something else and I was like, let's fucking do something else before we test it again. I know I brought flashbang radius down. I actually don't know what else I changed. Oh, I was gonna add UBGLs too, that's right. Dare I try and fit that in too right now? Go on. More grenade stuff? Yeah. Well, it was scatter. Yeah, it was scatter. And UBGLs. Yeah, let's put UBGLs on. UBGL, under barrel attachments. Now this is going to be its own kettle of fish to balance. I haven't touched this before. Close that. Missing dependencies. Are we now? What dependency are we missing? Open class weapon restrictions. Why do I need this, my friend? I feel like I don't really need it. Additionally, is used to provide access to mention extra items and provide reloads for UB attachments. This one makes rifles available to grenadiers. Make it possible to build a soldier when using the UBGL. Additionally, the open class weapon restrictions mod is used to provide access to mentioned extra items to provide reloads. So I guess I need it so I can take the reload items. As extra secondary items. Right. Does it now? Like this actually adds the items themselves. Let's see. This mod provides an easy way to open access to additional weapon categories to all soldier classes. Does absolutely nothing, so it's completely safe to enter. Okay, good, yeah. So I've already done that, Eridar. If you're subscribing to this mod, because it never requires you don't have to do anything else. I will trust you. I will trust and believe that you're not lying to me. Alright, add it on then. Bounties opened my eyes to this shit existing now. This is so much easier. I did not know I could check dependencies like this. Oh, and you can even set a ignored dependency. Cool. Alright, so underbarrel is on. Let's have to double check what UI stuff. UI stuff? Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this. I don't think I can just make it like weapons have this automatically. Like I think I have to have the attachment, which is annoying. Oh no, wait! No, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, but no, that's just allowing you the slot, I think. I might have to talk to you about that another time then, Tedster. Yeah, I'm shirking away from it because it sounds like it's gonna be a rabbit hole that takes a long time to figure out. But I might talk to you about it in the XCOM channel later. Bare minimum is specify weapon template names. We'll add all 6 underbarrel attachments for one weapon at the same time. Is there a way I can just be like, this gun gets it, so I can just make sure skirmishers always have this? Probably not. Okay, cool, thank you. Thank you, Ted. Attachments can be added one at a time. I think Peek from Consumer UI fixes info in its description on the workshops as tester. Okay, I might check that too. This is the config for it. Ability penalty, aim penalty. Not using shotguns, not using flamers. This is to let you fire it twice, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh no, UB shotgun, not grenades. Okay. UBGL free action, false. Yeah. Ends turn, yes. Reload free action, false. Ends turn, false. Salvo abilities. Whatever. Tier specific config. Oh, he even provides the vanilla shotgun for reference. That's nice. It's cool that they are their own grenades. It's interesting. Oh, and that's about the range of the vanilla AGL too, apparently. So my rockets are pretty close. Allowing it to shoot around corners and cover. I guess I don't really need this mod if I have the rocket launcher, but I did really want to add it to skirmishers at least. I guess it's kind of like doing the same thing. And so I suppose I shouldn't add it for everyone, as cool as it seems, because then like kind of like doing the same thing as the rocket launcher flechette round I just balanced. But it's also really cool. Like, underbarrel launchers are really cool. There were weapon attachments you need to get this as tester. Yeah, I probably want to like not balance around that because I kind of don't do attachments in OVA. I would probably just want to make it like a thing, like it's an infinite thing that you can apply, but there's a reason you don't put it on everyone. Or it's just always on skirmishers. Yeah, tester. What's reusable attachments do though? Oh, like the one that lets you like take them off, take them on. That one's so important if you do attachments. Extra grenades per item. The amount of extra grenades provided by the utility item. I want to set that up, of course. Extra grenades per grenadier. The amount of extra grenades provided by the grenade pack and the secondary weapon slots. Huh? Oh, that's interesting. You can sacrifice your secondary weapon to bring more grenades. That is interesting. Huh. Always interesting when the secondary slot is used like that. Because it's kind of like an interesting way, like if you force it to be too much inefficiency in the item slots, people just, you know, I'm just not going to take it. But the secondary weapon slot is much easier to go like, well, I wasn't really using it that much. Cool. That might be a way to do it then. What else? And then you got the utility item as well, which also adds extra items. Extra grenades, I mean. Conventional UBS supply cost. So clearly you can... This must be buying from the black market. Or can you like proving grounds them? Look at my grenadier here. Yeah, I'm trying to look to like just not to just add back the grenadier, but also like in a limited way do. That, yeah. Trying to have our cake and eat it too here. Fire research true. You still need extra research to get to advanced UV attachments. Is there a config where I can just say, give me it from the start? Class data. That's just for the rifle thing. Just give me this thing. So maybe, yeah, I'm looking. XCOM game data. Debug starting items. This might actually be what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think so. Especially if I don't care about getting the higher tier ones. Zingo. But how do I turn that from debug into reality, into always? I'd have to play in debug mode maybe, unless there's a mod config option or something. Because that's not uncommented or anything, like that's already on. So that's what I want by the look of it. I want starting items UBGL conventional. How do I enable it? Maybe there's like an MCM option, but then it would be in here too, you'd think, right? Anything that's an MCM should be in here too, I would imagine. And then we're just back to this one that I already looked at. Maybe there was a debug option in here I didn't see. Let's take a closer look. Nope. Shit! Starting. Ah! Fuck! That's not gonna work. Bastard. There we go. Teach me your secrets. I don't want to play the game in debug mode though. Teach me your secrets. I want to debug without the bug and without the D. There's probably a console command I can use to just add them. It's a bit janky though, but might solve my problem without me having to find a solution to it. I still have to think about how I'd balance them if they were available to everyone anyway. Like, it had to be harsher than that. More mobility penalty would be a bit mean though. Did we start add items as tester? Ah, cool. Well, at least I know what the class names are for that other debug thing, hopefully. I don't like just balancing things on mobility, because I think all that encourages you to do is just take the powerful shit anyway, but now you don't get to move anywhere, which is just boring. Reaction fire penalty is a great idea to be somewhere in between. But I feel like aim penalty is the obvious thing, but then it's like, ugh, you know, like, it always sucks when you do have it, but it is like a necessary. It's like you can't get away from that. That's the reason it works as a punitive measure, to not just put it on everyone. And even of all that, I still feel like I just want to be taking on everyone. Tetris says, if nothing is forcing you to move somewhere, you just have to move. Maybe I just added the skirmishers like I was originally thinking. And hey, if it's like so fucking cool, I can't live without it, I just add it to everyone else and I think about this problem later. But I don't have to solve this problem right now. I can add it to the skirmishers, which I've already decided is like a cool thing. Way back in OvA, I already wanted to give skirmishers something more. They never had it. This gives them something more. It'll give them a really cool ability on top of their existing shit. It'll make them really unique compared to the others. They'll be running around noob tubing. I don't even need to give them penalties as a result. It can just be a cool thing that they get from the start of the game. You have a skirmisher, they just have a UBGL. That's just how the bullpup comes. And I mean... I mean, that makes me want to actually let them use the other things too, but... That would be cute, letting them have, like, the other attachments. But I think we'll just stick to GL for now, because, again, I could spend ages here, like, fucking around with this, or I could just, like, add something. So, I believe what I want, then, is to see up here, comment out this shit. What the hell is the Beowulf rifle? Is that, like, Bradford's gun? Where's the bullpup? Not appearing in this film. I guess I have to add it myself. But you can use it on Skirmisher, so... What? Where does this add it to the Skirmisher weapons? Am I stupid? It must already do it. But I don't see it doing it unless... No, Beowulf isn't. Beowulf is Bradford's gun, isn't it? But no, if Beowulf was Bradford's gun, why would it have 3 tiers? I don't think Beowulf is the Skirmisher bullpup. That's called bullpup. I don't know what the fuck that is. It must be a mod. Specify the weapon's template name. I don't know. I guess I could just add bullpup. Maybe Assault Rifle CV covers bullpup? Maybe it's like a catch-all? Weird. Let's go to weapon data and find the bullpup. Blah. Can I get like a full template for it? Oh, maybe Jeff? I don't know. Maybe in the Tactical Legacy Pack, yeah, Bradford gets like tiers of his gun. Okay, we're just gonna assume it's like bullpup CV. Beep, beep, beep. If it don't work, I can fix it again. This is the thing I keep trying to tell myself, is don't sit here theorizing the problem. Just try it, and when it doesn't work, go fix it later. And if it does work, it wasn't a problem. So now we can add it to the Skirmisher's Rifle. Is there anyone else that we would add this for? I don't think so. Ah, interesting, Bounty. I think it's just Skirmishers. There's no one else that would need these in a balanced way. Not yet, anyway. Like, I wouldn't give them the Reapers. This is going to be Skirmisher's special little thing. So that's what we'll do. The balancing of them, I think, can come later. We'll just make sure they work first. We can just set their grenades to be the same as ours, at least, though. Let's just do that. Okay, so also turn down that enviro damage. Very important. Turn it down to 1. We're just gonna clone the shredder, essentially. Clone this shit. 5 spread 1. Pierce -1. Okay. 5. Wait. No, I see what you're gonna do. Yeah. This, yeah. 5 spread 1. Pierce -1. +1, 0. There you go, done. Anything else while I'm here? The range. Well, it should be Bob up CV. Yeah, I think I did it right then, yeah. Obligable sets. Oh, no shred. No shred. And then Ubigal range. Are we fine with it being the exact same as the rocket launcher? I guess so. It's cute, it's fun, it's exciting. We'll do it. Other than that, like, yeah, if this was available to everyone, I probably might bring it down a little bit in comparison, but I think if it's only for skirmisher, we can just leave it at that. It's cute. It's very cute. Radius. Oh, yes, let's change that. Seems like throwing grenade by default, but we've got a different kind of throwing going on. Radius will be 5, says he. Now, I'll also have to do clip size. Extra grenades per item 1. The amount of extra grenades per item would use. So I think you start with 1 for free, which is something to consider. But we'll probably still do like 2 per. And then I mean, you're never gonna get rid of the skirmisher's ripjack to bring them in the secondary slot, so that doesn't seem too impactful. So we'll just take this, we'll set it to 2. And the skirmisher then goes from being like, yeah, I guess they're a resistance hero to, holy shit, hell yeah! Which is kind of on line of the Templar and Reaper in how I feel about them in OvA, I think. Like, I'm very excited to bring those two. Definitely less so for the skirmisher. Not anymore, I think. I think now it's like, cool, free extra rocket launcher that's like easier to use. Is it though? I mean, you still have to load it. Depends. The thing that should be better about this, 1, the arc should be better. 2, you shouldn't get weighed down by the grenades, and you can bring 2 of them per, unlike the rocket, which is only 1 per. 3, I had another thing and I forgot it. Absolutely lost it. I don't know. Fuck, I had it. Compared to the rocket launcher, it's... Oh, yeah. You should be able to move and shoot them, I think. I think I saw something about that where it was like, they're slightly better if you haven't moved. That might have been the grenade scatter, actually. Again, we'll just go in and test it and check it. Okay, but I don't see a way to add it from the start, so I will just have to... Weapons research. You have to actually research to get to advanced UV attachments. Well, let me turn those off. I'm still gonna need to console it in, yeah. But I think that's all I can really do here. So I'm getting in and I'm adding the UBGL attachment, and I guess I'm adding the items too? Yeah, okay. I don't know what they are by console. I'll have to figure out how to find that out. Well, I think we're good. Oh yeah, and like I was saying, just take the penalties away, because it's skirmisher only. It doesn't need to be balanced against other weapons. 0, 0, you're just that cool. You're just built different. Okay. So, where am I going to get the extra items? Maybe they're already added. Let's load up the game first and then find out. And I don't know if this stuff is going to work with scatter out of the box. I might have to add it to the scatter mod. We'll see. I would be really anxious that I spent 2 days working on this already and still have more to do before I want to play it again. But honestly, the donations from earlier have kind of fixed that for me, which I'm very grateful for. Definitely makes me feel like I've got the time to take my time here and make something good. I think there was mod options too. What mod options are there for the things we just installed? There's weapon fixes. I think that was just already on. Force primary shredder, okay. Ignore that, I don't think I need that. But where's... Isn't there one for scatter? I guess not. Okay, ignore that then. Take me back to Testy. I'll need to give myself a skirmisher, I think. I'm gonna have to ask you guys for help. I'll have to look them up. Console commands for adding skirmishers and stuff. I feel like XCOM 2 doesn't auto-complete as much. Maybe I'm crazy. 'Cause I have a Templar, yeah. Anyone know offhand console command for adding a skirmisher to the roster? Faction soldiers, thank you. Boom, boom. Yep, there they are. Cool, perfect.
Psionic energy flows throughout our world.
Hello.
And by mastering its forces, the Templars are able to reach beyond what any human once thought possible. When the Elders are truly banished from the Earth, we will be the masters of the power they have left behind.
Isn't a Templar queue? Yeah. I set Flechette to be available from start, but I guess I need to start a new campaign for that too. Maybe I should just do that really quickly. So otherwise I have to know what the console for that is. And if you think that is a thing I know how to do offhand, you are so wrong. It's actually been years, I don't even remember how to do weapon attachments. Did I... Oh, is that because we don't have one? Oh, because I have to fucking research! Fuck! Means they can't start with a gate crasher unless I X2 debug them. Give take much of the weapons? Okay. That is a problem for a gate crasher, though. Oh, when we break the game, we have problems like this. Okay, so I gotta add the thing now. Tetris said WSR add item, and then the item was called what? The item was right here. UBGL conv, I think. Did that work? Yes. I wanna change how that's positioned, but yes. I'm gonna bring that in a bit, I think. But there it is. Looks perfect. Yeah, you reckon that looks great, Philip? I don't know. I think it looks just a little bit fucked. I just thought about if I wanted to do weapon attachments again too this time around. That would actually be a good use for that perk I was talking about from the Marist pack, the one where you can spend multiple action points to make your one shot better. That would be a really good fit for like a scope attachment. I wonder how hard that would be to just like take the stat and existing abilities away from the vanilla attachments and just add my own perks onto them. That would be interesting. That's kind of like perk subtrees, and they're kind of restricted by the fact you have to find them without having to have like a whole fucking new thing where... That's where I want to... a whole like new thing where you have to like send them to the training camp and stuff and bloat my gameplay even more. Oh, you can give them the launcher gauntlets? The what? What launcher gauntlets? I forgot, Skirmisher's gonna have shields too. Only to make Stoxy for city aim ability? That makes sense, yeah. And the war suits. Oh, for skirmishers. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I actually, in fairness, forgot the skirmishers also get shields, which also makes them kind of sick. Even sicker now that you got a fucking underbarrel on your one-handing bullpup too. God damn. Good champion. Doesn't add the items though. Is there an easy way to find the item I'm looking for when I want to be like, okay, I know what I want. I want to add Iridar flechette rockets, and I want to add Iridar's underbarrel extra grenades items here. Is there an easy way to do that? Like, figure out what the actual class name is? I think the way I learn how to do it is I have to go to the mod, go to like the not the script, but the, sorry, not the configs, but the actual like contents folder, and like figure out like dive into the code a little bit. I don't know what file it was. I'm trying to find it. Bayonet mount style EBG is really orc-core, yeah. 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 How do I find this shit? Iridar flechette rockets. First of all, let's get the UBGL extra ammo. Oh, blah, blah. Is it source I go to? Maybe. It might be this, yeah. I'm reading the code now. I'm looking for the item, because the item must be defined in here somewhere, right? Like reload. X to effect reload. Target. That's an effect though, yeah. Like can we search like items? I don't even know if I'm in the right file. Add item. Disoriented. Oh, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. It's not what I want at all. Okay, this is not the kind of item I'm looking for. This is like items in terms of like adding like a coding container, I think. Underbarrel research, targeting method, underbarrel extras. This might be what I want. Yes, here we go. So this shows us what it's called, I think. UBS underscore ammo. Sorry, UBGL ammo. UBGL ammo grenadier, UBS ammo secondary. Okay, so I think we want UBGL ammo. If not, it's UBGL ammo grenadier. Let's try. Let's try. What was it again? I already forgot. UBGL ammo. It's like as simple as that, right? It's like what you kind of expect it to be called too. Did it work? Hey! Hey, that's kind of cool. It's a pretty stubby little 40 mil, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so there you go. And I'll figure out how to like make it cosmetically with the config, like come back to here later. Just like attach it to their wrist instead. Like just use the offsets to put it right here. That'll look gnarly. But no, I'll just like stick it here. Okay, so that's that. And then also we want to do the same thing but for the flechette rockets. So I just gotta go into the rockets folder again now. I like how 140mm grenade takes as many equipment slots as a rocket as Philip. Well, no, Philip, see, you're getting 2. It just doesn't show it, unfortunately, in the UI. You have it for a 4 instead. Yeah. Yes, I can. No, you get 2, Philip. You get 2. So it's different, see? Okay, script, rocket launchers, U. Is that what I want? Or is it content? No, I think it's script. Oh, it's definitely not. That's scary and hard to read. No, it's source. It's source. Classes. Oh god, Iridar, there's so many. There's so many classes. Which one do I want? Ability rockets or item rockets? Item rocket launchers. Oh, they each have their own. I guess that works. It's probably just like the file name. Flechette. That's Flechette T3. Where is like Flechette T1 or T2? Is such a thing even possible? Yeah, have all of them like Moe's Gun Wanderers. Eerie Shredded Arm Rocket. Apply spikes to world. Nuke outer damage. Oh my god, I went crazy with this mod. Targeting meth. I sure hope so. The file names are completely irrelevant. No, you're right. Sorry, what I meant was I wonder if he named them consistently the same thing in the game as well. For the real item names, he's going to tactically use X to debug items. Yeah, that's one way to look as well. I mean, we can just go off like the system, rocket underscore napalm. So just find out whatever this is. Just take the T3 off, it'll probably work. Oh, this isn't like for the strategy layer item, it's just for the actual like ability, I think. No, there it is, maybe. Eerie X2 rocket, Eerie underscore X2 rocket underscore flechette. This is probably what we're going for then. Eerie underscore X2 rocket underscore flechette. Let's see if we were correct. Nope. We were not. Ah, shit. Eerie underscore X2 rocket underscore flechette. Maybe T1? Nope, fuck. I don't want to go on X2 debug items. I'm lazy. This is taking longer though than just doing that. I'm lazy, but I have to accept that if this takes longer, like 2 minutes, I could just go and do that in debug. I'm probably just gonna go do that. Fuck it. Let's be real. That will be faster. Yes, I know.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of...
It does look sick.
Now they are free to choose. If you stay your course, Commander, they will stand with you until the end.
Oh, cool. Cool, Benny. I've got one on the deck, so I don't think I need to, but that's good for next time.
We may have chosen a different means.
Yeah.
My kind were once the puppets of Advent, slaves to the Elders' twisted vision.
Yeah, I know.
Now, slowly we are free, and all who see their bonds broken are driven to fight the Elders with a rage that cannot be stopped.
I had this spark shit.
We will destroy
Yes.
all that the Elders value.
My people have thrown off the shackles of alien oppression.
No visual, but maybe it'll work.
We have survived. We don't rely on the aliens' technology, and we would never live in their cities.
We are the hunters. He just goes.
Move in the shadows.
He just goes and goes.
We won't sleep until the last alien is dead at our feet.
We fire smokes and shit. What about rockets? Let's test it. Testy. Just a different gun too. It looks so menacing with the shotgun, honestly. Okay, so that's cool. And then we just need to take you out and add the skirmisher instead for testing. You look so fucking main character, skirmisher, good lord! Wait, you can look even more main character if I give you your thing. Hang on, where's the skirmisher outfit? Yeah! Give them the skirmisher outfit I made for them! Yeah! I dug the red, but I do like the gear. God, they look so cool. To me, anyway. Alright. Testing. Grenades! I wanted to bring the flechette, but I guess I'll just like X2 debug it. So give someone the launcher at least. So we get rid of all these. It's finally happening. Alright, and I think that's what I wanted to test. Oh, no one else has AP grenades, so like bring some of them, please. Gonna make sure I didn't like leave everything at home here. Because I kinda did. There's no flashbangs either. Get a flashbang into you. That's probably enough. Go test that.
Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe.
Fuck. We're in the pipe, fuck. Wah, 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 wah.
Advent has been operating mobile survey teams from some of their trains in this region, and we've located an unprotected terminal connected to their network nearby. The data we're is critical to the aliens' latest operation, and this is our chance to stop their progress. We'll need to move in and secure the site, remove any hostile threats, and gain control of the access point to recover the data. Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead.
Sick.
Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
But it is going to need to be configured for scatter, I think. Speaking of which, is scatter working? Is it on? Yes, it's... I need to change the config of it, because that ain't what I want it to look like. But the mod is working. I want the green circle to be, like, basically this big, and the red circle to be probably not quite that big. Probably like the red circle, that is your miss radius, to be about what the green circle is now, at most. Because that's crazy work. I mean, I can't imagine tossing a grenade and making it go worse than that being great for the gameplay here. I think that's as far as it should be. And then the inner radius will just be the on target. But that's working, which is the main thing. It's working. And we still got all 4 of them. That's still working. Ordnance launcher, how are we feeling about you? Yes, you can shoot anything. It is what I wanted the sparks for. You can shoot smokes. About the same as average open XCOM grenade, actually. Exactly, yes. We can chuck those smokes out, which is so cool. I love you, Shiv friends. You're so cool and interesting. I have to balance the ordnance launcher itself to have, like, radius and grenade scatter and everything, but for right now, that's fine. Okay, and then if we arm rockets, can we fire it? Yeah, so this is multi-purpose. It is the tennis cannon. Cool. Oh, did I enable that? I didn't enable that damn thing. I'm just gonna, like, real quick. Oopsie. Just go put that on and make sure it feels good too. And then I'm probably gonna end for the day. We got some stuff done today. Stuff takes time to do, but we got some stuff done today. I don't feel bad about today. I would like to be playing next weekend though, so I'll probably try to do some more in my own time before next weekend to finish off all the other things. But we did a bunch today. It'll just be like adding that leader mod and stuff, I think. Okay, improved rocket targeting. Let's put that on. Run War of the Chosen. I like what we've added and done. It's good. We haven't really done that much in the grand scheme of things, and all my estimates went out the window. But it's been good. It's good to get shit done, even if it's kind of like at a pace slower than I'd like. Load oopsie. And I gotta remember to try and X2 debug those flechette rockets in too. Okay. We should move this. I can't find a good place for this that isn't over the objective, because I don't want to put it here. I like want it out of the way like that. I would put it here, but then it's in the way of when the talking head comes up. Can't go here, it can't go there, it can't go there. It can't go here because of XA. And my chat's here. I need to just like be able to shrink it or something. I think. Maybe I can ask Bounty for that later. Well, Bounty's here. I don't know why I'm saying that like Bounty isn't here. Bounty, maybe we can ask you for that later if you ever do another update of if you're digging into this file again. Though I don't think you need to really, because it seems like it's working great now. Kind of like one-hit wondered it. Yeah, sorry, it isn't working, Jeff, because I haven't got the thing turned on, basically. Oh, that's way nicer. That's too nice. That's just because disposable rocket launchers don't follow the rules, I think. But will it actually, like, connect with the wall there if I try to do this? Let's find out.
Rockets away.
Alright, this is why I should upgrade to the new ones, I guess. No, like, that's totally bunk. So I think I'll upgrade to the new DRLs before I bother rebalancing them.
I'm here now.
Because I imagine that probably fixes the targeting. Because this is the old obsolete version that uses the old system. Yeah, magic missile. Very magic missile. So that's still not going over that half cover. I wonder if it's because the shiv is small, or if it just, like, isn't high enough for my liking. I can find that out, because I have a Rocketeer. Didn't I bring one? Yeah. Arm Ludmilla here. Yeah, I'd say that issue is still kind of persisting. Like, I can shoot over it to something behind it, and I get the intent. But I think it just makes it so finicky to use that it's not worth the, like, immersion of, like, yeah, you can't attack ground here. Like, yeah, I get it, but it's just kind of... It just kind of makes it a pain to use compared to, like... I think what you expect is this. Where it's really only, like, full cover stopping me, and not even in some cases, unfortunately, it's the problem with this one, but... I think it's kind of what you're expecting when you use the rocket launcher. And I think when it doesn't work like this, you notice it and it feels bad, but when it does work like this, you don't, like, go, oh, that's bad. Like, you're just like, this is normal. This is what you would expect. This is the part that feels fucking weird. And even weirder, now it's blocked by walls. What the hell? Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Heavy attack!
Rad. Very cool. Okay, so let's get a Flechette in and find out what the Flechette's class name is. This will be a pain. Oh no, there's not too many utilities actually. Oh, it is called that. Did I just misspell it? Does it not work with the... Wait, it's not there. Eerie Ammo Sabo. Eerie X2 Rocket. Where's Flechette? Oh, I may have it config still not even be in the fucking game. I probably didn't change create rocket like a genius, did I? I am the cleverest man alive. Yeah, yeah. Flechette is not even set to be created in the game right now. I think that might help. I think that could help. Let's try and add it to the game first. Oh, you know what? You want to see how smart I am? Iridar even gives you the class name right here. I don't know of myself sometimes, chat. I just don't know of myself sometimes. One more restart. I want to try those Flechettes out. And then I will call it a day. Wow! It's cool that the ordnance launcher just kind of like works with Iridar's rocket, so that's awesome. Really looking forward to that. That'll be cool. I do wonder if I'll bother bringing a secondary, like an infantry with a launcher now that the Shiv can do it. There's definitely pros and cons. If I make other options for the Shiv available, then I can pick based on the mission. I can be like, oh, I'd rather bring the, you know, on the Shiv, so I'll bring a rocket soldier. But I can also be like, oh, I really can't fit a rocket soldier on this mission, I'll bring the rocket on the Shiv. I don't know. We shall see. Okay. So back to the Rocketeer here. Ludmilla, Expo to debug items. There it is. Bazingo. Oh my god, that UI bar gore. Jesus Christ. Jess says, I think the Shiv gun should be put on an arm so you can do the second one thing of long legs, short legs, long legs, short legs. I wish. That would be so cool. Okay, what is the PNG? Growlcore made me a nerd outfit for doing dev work. That's what it is. That is a suspicious looking icon for Fire Rocket. Oh god, I can see it in all of now. Why does the Flechette look like that? Okay, great. What's a Flechette look like?
Bringing the pain.
No, I want to see it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's just got like a little tasteful magma shrapnel thing going on, really. Works for me. I'm down for that. So then I'm going to bring Shiv over. Oh, no. And I am going to arm and give armed flechette. Do this absolute gore. I don't know which one's fucking armed. Oh god. There's probably a way to tell, but whatever. The Shiv is an alien icon. Here, you take this. The Shiv turns to accept the rocket. Oh, what? Wait, it took it! Sorry for the volume of my voice. It just accepted the rocket. It doesn't, like, have an animation, but it does. Like, it just, like, accepted the rocket into itself. It, like, the gun disappeared, and then the rocket appeared, and then disappeared, and the gun's back. It's fucking great. That's so fucking great. Okay, arm flechette. Oh my god, it has animations. Like, it doesn't have animations, but it does.
They're moving out.
Go do a crime. Yeah. What's this? Oh, fuck you!
The cavalry's here.
You're gonna get it, you try that shit on me. You're gonna fucking get it. Everybody get in the position. I'm gonna give it to you.
Moving to position.
Roger that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking get it. I'm gonna throw so many grenades at you, you're gonna be seeing stars.
Moving.
On the move.
Copy that.
Not a problem.
Rocketeer, go rocketeering. Rocketeer, why can't you move? Oh, because I gave you... Because I gave you 1 billion flechettes. That's why you can't move. Of course.
Got it.
She can't even move on a blue. She needs to have a fucking... she needs to have a fucking gold move to even move 1 tile. Why don't they start armed? Because that's part of the balance, is that you have to arm them to use them. Like on a game medical level. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so they unarm if you're having a launcher. And you can only have 1 armed at a time, basically. So you have to select which ammo you have available each time. You can think of it as in it's the one that's loaded if you've got a launcher. If you don't have a launcher, you can arm it and then give it in the same turn. And that will basically be like loading it into the launcher. So if your loader arms then loads, you can fire straight up. Without spending your own actions, which means that you don't have the inaccuracy of having only 1 action point to fire a rocket launcher, just like Long War. But if you try to arm it as a person without a launcher, it will automatically disarm the next turn. So you can't, like, get around it by being cheesy. So basically, it is just a mechanism that makes it like a loader, like an assisted loading kind of system. You know?
Affirmative. Covering now. I'm watching. Affirmative. Covering
Get
now.
some.
Come here, Advent. It feels a little grognardy, but when I explain it like that, but it's pretty cool. It works pretty intuitively once you know how the system works.
The Advent officers
only 3 of them,
seem more
my goodness.
capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind.
They're not gonna live to get blown
These guys
up.
make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and equipped, but that makes them predictable.
Everybody hits.
Hostile terminated.
Next. Oh god.
Drop him.
One-handed. Of course he missed. Shotgun Shiv is somehow even more disrespectful than normal shotgunning. Because just a fucking bot just looks at you. And like the slight recoil as it fires. Insane. Okay. Give me my own targets. Oh, this Shiv shit is addictive.
Spotted.
Give us plenty of targets. Let's go on a explosives frenzy. Get off the bench, bro. What are you doing?
We've got Advent here.
That should be enough targets, shouldn't it? Let's see what happens when we shoot shit at everyone. Fire flechette. Let's kind of hard to get through the full covers. I'll take that one, I'll take that one. Okay, how's this go? The way it just kind of like does nothing and just like increases tension until it finally fires is very traditional Shiv. Very Shiv energy. That's kind of cool though. You see the cover thing there where it's like, the person who got dead on was in no cover, so they just got like 8 damage, like maxed out. But the others were both further away from the impact, and also because they're in cover, took less damage. I guess like this person was further away, this person was in half cover, and so got quarter DR. And so even though they both got hit, they don't just insta die. I would say that's a pretty like satisfying like on gut balance on the Flechette already, as like a powerful but not overpowered grenade adjacent ability that's like restricted amount in the squad. Like, if there's 3 Advent grouped up like this in a real mission, and one of them's in the fucking open, but, like, if they're there, and I fire that, and I, like, kill the obvious idiot, and I just, like, kind of, like, critically wound the other 2, that's pretty good. I like that. You're mainly getting, like, the radius... sorry, you're mainly getting, like, the range out of it, I think. But I'm a fan of that. I like that. And then we've got our new grenades we can follow up with, which the accuracy curve is really, really scuffed. Oh, I got my DRLs too. Yo, DRL that SUV. I just want to blow shit up. This is my treat for my work today. No! Shoot the SUV! Goosens!
Won't even know what hit him.
Shoot that family vehicle! That's better! That's way better. Okay, then we got Lamilla here with the... Oh, you haven't got your Flechette ready. Can the Shiv give it back? We know we can arm the Shiv. Can the Shiv give back? No, I feel like that is right. I'm like slightly disappointed, but I feel like that is the correct balancing, that the Shiv cannot hand the rocket back to you. I don't know. It's like once the Shiv gets it, say goodbye. It's like a dog with a bone. You're not getting it back. Okay, well anyway, we're gonna arm our own one then. I want to fire another Flechette to keep testing this shit. So we'll give us full AP so we don't get penalized. Yeah, like finish him off.
Boom!
Isn't a donkey? Yeah, it's close though. Well, that's pretty rad, I would say. We like totally took out one of them,
Target's cleared.
finished off another, did a bit of damage to you. I dig it. It seems like it's very much about that drop-off too, because once again, even though they're in full cover, I must have hit past them. And then, like, point-blank just obliterated them. Feels pretty good. You're still able to, like, wipe out a slower HP target, while also doing good, like, wounding damage to people around them. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. You can just, like, chuck yourself an AP grenade.
Grenade
Oh,
out.
the accuracy is going to be crazy because it's not configured right, but just have a look. That was a miss, apparently. I like the little pop-ups, they're cute. Scatter a flashbang. With scatter in mind, I think that flashbang radius looks more about what I'd expect.
Light 'em up.
Might be a little bit too generous, but... Like, maybe it needs to come down one radius again, we'll see.
Aye, aye. Grenade out.
Get lowballed. Nice. It's satisfying, honestly. I forgot how fun this mod is. Yeah, they do fill up, and you can config them as well, independently. I forgot how satisfying it is to see the underhand throw and see it land right where you want it, because it's not guaranteed anymore. Like, it actually feels like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That's good. Speaking of grenades, we gotta give you scatter, but let's just try this first. Heyo! Fuck yeah. I dig it. That did a lot. Did I make them too good? I can't remember. I think I did. I think I made them like too good compared to normal grenades. That might be why. So now you would have to reload. And then you're ready to fire again. No, it's only 4 to 6. That's just a normal AP. Not more velocity than a rocket. Yeah, 4 to 6 is normal. I think I just like, you know, did good damage, rolled good. Oh, and the way it can arc makes it like the anti-rocket in terms of ease of use. Hit him again. Keep doing it. That was a slow one.
Many have fallen.
It's obliterating them, man. That's why it needs to scatter. Because without scatter, it's doing too much. It's doing like 1 more damage than it should, I think. It shouldn't be like one-shotting easily. Because that's just cheesy. But with scatter, I think that'll feel good. We'll have to dial that one in. First impulse is like, whoa, that's too good. Because it's not quite as cumbersome as the rocket launcher, or at least it feels that way.
It will be strong.
Is it not suffering from fall-off? Is that the problem? Because each time it's been on the edge of the radius, and it feels like it's still just doing max. Maybe that's the reason it feels off to me. How do you correct that? Is precision explosives a mod? Can I just go into a config for it? Long War, second wave. Fuck, I think it's built in. There's a training roulette second wave option. I don't see a mod for it, but it must be a mod. I don't think vanilla has precision explosives as an option. I'd have to find out what mod that is and see if there's a config to like add this weapon to it. Because otherwise, yeah, that's busted strong. That's why it feels so good. It's vanilla grenades that are just like doing damage over the whole radius. Just not quite what we want, as hilarious as it is. Oh, also, funk. Wait. I like the tasteful use of like a soldier to block the view, so you can hear the shiv pulling the pin on the grenade somehow, but your mind is left to wonder how. Yeah, sadly I don't think there are smoke rounds for the UBGL questioning. I wish there were. It's kind of what you're gonna come to the shiv for. The full F part is part of WTC. Oh. I don't know, I'll have to look up how to make sure that's working then. To balance these things. Works though, otherwise, which is cool. Grenades are working. Rockets are working. The stupid shiv is working. Hey, try moving. Fucked up. Batty says, I think because the weapon source of the ability is the gun, not the grenade, since it's the 4-6 damage to bullpup damage. No, it's the UBGL attachment damage configured separately of the grenade itself. And it seems weird that Iridar wouldn't make it respect fall off, to be frank. Like, that actually seems quite odd. Maybe we should like test it just a little bit more.
On the ground. Advent troops here.
It feels like Iridar would be aware of that and would balance it that way to respect fall off, so I don't really get it. Like, they're right on the edge. They shouldn't take shit on the left there. But yeah, that just feels like random damage. I don't know. Or maybe the fall off just isn't very sharp. But no, they must have taken 5 as well. And one of them died and one didn't, so it just feels random. Because what you'd be expecting to see is, I mean, yeah, we did see 6 there, but you're expecting these ones to die and these ones will be wounded. It isn't. The fall-off drops to 50% on the edges. Weird, then. I will have to try and figure out how to get what I want out of that.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
So I feel like the rockets were definitely respecting it, because we saw how different the damage was at the edges. Don't know. Hello, friends.
Eyes peeled. Come get some.
Got it covered.
I'm on it.
Affirmative. Covering now.
My god. It just starts looking at the next one. Did you see that? Wait, more? Oh, he's not using CCS, so it's not using 2 ammo. Oh god, it's gonna kill all of them. Absolutely fucked. Oh yeah, cool, Shanann. Alright, well, I mean, progress made today. That's enough progress for one day. Glad you enjoyed it, Shanann. Minus says, I wonder if it's still using the gun as a weapon source, but just a launch ability uses custom damage. I guess it could. That's why the force doesn't apply. Let me just quickly look up how it works. Is there any way to remove the action cost of relating the UV grenade launcher? Asking here, Like, would he have listed it here? You'd think he'd be aware of it. You'd think you'd see something about it. My wife's like, where, baby? Don't worry, I'm about to finish. Yeah, no mention of fall off. Maybe it just isn't a thing. Just kind of like quickly see if like anyone's asked about it. Underbarrel, I could use perks like the sawed off shotgun perks. That's not what I'm looking for. What else we got? Next page! Steam, next slideshow! I don't know, maybe I'll have to look into it on my own time. That's enough for now. Hey everyone, GG, thanks for being here once again with me for our little developing as we go stream. I will catch you next weekend for... I'd like to say we'll be actually like playing and not doing live development next weekend. I'd like to say I'll get the extra stuff done in between. But I don't know. Worst comes to worst, we will just be doing some of this again. Probably on the day before, at least on the... Oh no, because I've got a sponsored game coming up on this weekend. So we'll see actually, yeah. You know, we'll just see what's happening on the weekend when I get there, as quite frankly I often do. Ideally, business as usual, some armor again, and then other stuff. I'm gonna do a raid. This is a fun day. I feel good. Okay, thanks to Quail Composite for the raid of 133. Thanks so much. Once again. Schloff63057, thanks for the 6-month sub. Iglog, 117 months sub. Iglog. Physicist, 99 months. Loads Rifle, thank you, Physicist, for 99 months. And Physicist, thank you once again for the 1,000,000. The $1,000 donation. It's one of the whole is one of the most largest donations ever on this channel. That enters you into. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much, and thank you for the help. It helps us so much. Lakel, thank you for the 8-month sub. Sammy, thanks for the 10 gift sub. Very kind of you. Meaty, thanks again for the 100 as well. And I'm gonna do my credits. And raid. We're gonna raid Momentary, I think. What's your memo? Okay. Wait, who's this? Hang on. I don't know who that is. Sorry, I'm getting distracted too. By the way, I don't think I even said it. Thank you very much, Kofi's, for being the wind beneath my wings. I didn't say it, I didn't even make a joke. Thank you for being the shotgun shivs inside my flanks. I am the Advent Troopers. I am in great distress. Thank you very much, Kofis. So I got sidetracked immediately because I was trying to pick who to raid. Just like, finish my sentence halfway through for you guys. I'm sorry. We are going to raid momentarily, I think. See you next weekend, everyone. Have a wonderful one. See you in the Discord. Take care of yourselves. It's hard sometimes, but do your best. And keep on going. Catch you next weekend for all of that. Go say ahead of Momo for me. I will be out. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.